Never let anybody see you sweat.
So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener.
I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw.
Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with this show.
Kelly Mitchell claims her ex-boyfriend stole their child's crib from her home when he was only supposed to take baby clothes. Greg Thorne says he replaced the family heirloom with a race car bed, which his toddler really wanted.
Okay, Ms. Mitchell, you are suing your child's father, Mr. Thorne, for $750.23 that you say he owes you for taking the crib out of your house. Tell me what happened here. You two dated for how long? Were you married or no?
No, we've never been married.
You two dated for how long?
About a year before I was pregnant.
Okay, and was that planned or was that...
No, it was...
Okay, a happy surprise.
Yeah.
But during the course of the pregnancy, did the two of you start to have problems?
A little bit. You know, it didn't really escalate until after the baby was born.
Okay.
So we just kind of noticed we didn't really, get along. I don't know if it was a postpartum thing. Our schedules were conflicting. Once I started to go back to work, I didn't really take a lot of time off, and we just stopped getting along as much.
All right, so the two of you separate.
Yes.
And how long ago did you guys break up?
About 2 years ago.
Okay. And how old is your child?
He's 3 now.
He's 3. All right, so tell me what happens that brings you to court today.
Well, basically, we used to all live together. He took the crib that our son was using at the time. At the time, our son was only barely 3 years old. So it was a specific type of crib that had rails, and it kept him safe inside of the bed. And one day, before I knew he took it, he called and asked if he could come get some baby clothes from our house, and I didn't mind because...
Our house being the house that hasn't been living in for 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he still has a key to your place?
No, I was there.
Okay.
I was there. So he asked to take some of the baby's newborn clothes since he didn't use them anymore.
Did you know why?
Yeah, he explained to me that it was, yeah.
So this is new girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor.
And you have a boy?
Yes.
And do you know what this baby is?
Not yet.
Not yet? Do you know? Someone knows.
yet.
All right, even if it's just the nurse. All right. Did you know that his girlfriend was pregnant when he wanted to come and take baby stuff? Obviously, he has a reason. Okay.
Yeah, he told
so then what happens?
So I was at the house. He shows up with his new girlfriend. That I didn't know. I was a little shocked.
Because you hadn't met her yet?
I hadn't met her until that
You
day.
just knew that, but you knew already that she was pregnant?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, he did tell me. So they show up at my house, and I was a little uncomfortable, but I did trust him, at my house to get
Why?
the clothes.
As we hear Kelly recount the events, it's clear that trust and boundaries are major themes in this case. She claims she didn't know about Greg's new girlfriend or his plans to take the crib. Greg didn't ask for permission beforehand, even though he had a key to the house. This brings us to the question of personal boundaries. Was Greg in the wrong for just taking the crib, or was Kelly's lack of communication equally to blame? Do you think Greg overstepped by not asking, or was Kelly also responsible for the communication breakdown?
Wait, okay. Like when I said he's got a key to your house, I meant unfettered discretion to be in your home when you're not there, and you looked at me and said, well, I was there. But then now you're telling me what? You left?
Yeah.
And you left your ex-boyfriend and his new pregnant girlfriend to have at it at your home?
Well,
why did you leave?
It was uncomfortable for me to be there.
Then make them
while
leave.
she's
It's your
there.
house. I don't understand. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
getting it.
I
Did you not know he was bringing her? Was that the surprise part?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
did you not tell her that she was coming?
I didn't.
Why not?
I mean, I was planning on having a conversation with both of them because...
I'm sorry. You were planning on having what conversation?
Just them meeting each other because our son
Yeah,
was,
but how about you give a lady a little notice that that's going to happen instead of you springing it when it's convenient for you? Like, how is it that you're going there and you're bringing, did you know, come on up. Are you okay to stand? You good? All right. How far along are you?
9 months.
Yeah, any second now. All right. He tells you, let's go over to my son's mother's home. Did you ask, does she know I'm coming?
I did not.
Did you assume that she knew you were coming?
Yes.
So how awkward was it when she looked at you and was shocked?
It was very awkward. She didn't even talk to me. She just looked me up and down and then said she had to run an errand and left.
But aren't you mad at him that he put you in that position?
I mean, I am, but I love him.
Well, I love my husband too. That doesn't mean I don't get mad at him.
I was a little mad, but also, you know, we're trying to have a good relationship. All three of
I
us.
understand. And let me tell you, I'm going to give you all a little hint about what develops a good relationship. And that is something we call boundaries, right? So they show up at your house. She shows up. You don't know that you're meeting her. You freak out and say, I'm going to go run errands. And you leave it. Who's locking up? If he doesn't have a key, how is he?
Yeah, there's a way to lock the bottom lock and walk out.
Coming up on Justice for the People.
Why would you not have this discussion with her?
I tried.
No, you didn't. Stop saying that because you're a liar. Listen to me. You didn't try because you're standing in front of her, you don't tell her. You're on the phone with her telling her beforehand that you're going to come over and you don't tell her. So please don't tell me that some other time you called and there was no answer because that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with a case of Kelly Mitchell, who brought her ex-boyfriend, Greg Thorne, to court for stealing their son's bed.
Greg admits that he did not tell Kelly about the crib, claiming he attempted to call her. However, Kelly disagrees, pointing out that he didn't inform her at any point during their phone conversation. This moment really raises the question of accountability. Greg's excuse about trying to call seems flimsy, especially given that he didn't bring up the crib during their discussions. Was Greg's failure to communicate just poor judgment, or does it point to a deeper disregard for Kelly's feelings? What do you think? Should Greg have been more upfront with Kelly about his intentions?
You come home and lo and behold, by the way, who's got the baby?
My sister.
So the baby's at your sister's house while this is going on?
Yes.
And so what did Big Man on Campus say about this big talk he wanted to have with the two of you, which is a good idea, just maybe not on your terms, maybe on other people's terms and giving them some notice.
Right.
What did he say when he got there and you see her and you're shocked and surprised?
He just introduced us. He introduced us right away, and I was shocked. He didn't really say anything about surprising me with her, but he just introduced us and said, make sure you guys know each other, and I can go get the clothes. And
did he ever say anything about taking the crib?
No.
Where was the crib?
In the room, baby's room.
In the baby's room. And so where'd you go? You went to your sister's where the baby was.
Yes.
And you hung out there for quite some time.
Yes, I did.
And then you come home at what time?
Oh, it was about 8 p.m.
And when you get home, what do you notice?
The crib was gone.
And what was there in its place?
There was a race car there.
Like a race car bed, not a real race car.
Right. There was a race car bed.
'Cause what?
He wanted the race car bed.
No, wait. Did you ever tell her, I'm going to take a piece of furniture that's been in your house for 3 years and I'm going to switch it?
No, I tried. I attempted.
What do you mean you tried? You attempted? Wait. Oh, I got to hear this. Show me what it looks like to attempt to.
I had called her multiple times because we weren't initially.
I'm sorry. When you said I'm coming over, you're on the phone with her when you say that, right?
Yeah, I mean. After
Okay, so
she
wait.
left.
So at that moment, did you say, oh, and by the way, I'm going to take the crib and switch it with something that I have never discussed with you about?
No, that wasn't my intent.
Well, it was your intent. It was exactly your intent because you went like a thief in the middle of the night and did it without discussing it with her, did you?
In a way.
In a way? In what way is it not exactly what I am saying?
Because I attempted to call her to let her know that I was going to take the bed.
And what happened with your attempt? Did something get in the way of your hands?
She didn't answer.
Oh, so she didn't answer. So then the time you do talk to her and you say, I'm coming over, you don't say, and by the way, I'm taking the bed.
No.
No, not much of an effort on your part. How about you tell me why you didn't tell her anything about the bed? What's the
Okay.
real reason?
There is no real reason. I was coming to look at the clothes, but then we started to discuss we don't have a baby bed. And I was given that baby bed by my mother. So I was like, he's been asking for a car bed anyway, so I might as well run and go get him a car bed, put it together, and then after that, I'll take what's rightfully mine.
Why would you not have this discussion with her?
I tried.
No, you didn't. Stop saying that because you're a liar. Listen to me. You didn't try because you're standing in front of her, you don't tell her. You're on the phone with her telling her beforehand that you're going to come over and you don't tell her. So please don't tell me that some other time you called and there was no answer because that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, all right? You clearly did not tell her you were going to switch beds. Is it because the topic didn't come up? Is it because you didn't want her to get mad? Is it because you wanted to make sure you got your baby bed because it's your baby bed and you didn't want her standing in your way? It's going to be one of those many reasons I just stated. Which one is it? What's the truth?
The truth is we didn't communicate whether I was taking the bed or the bed was
When
staying,
did you
'cause I
decide you were
didn't know.
taking the bed?
I
Before
decided
or after you got to the house?
after I got to the house.
You want a nice relationship with her, right?
Yes.
It's better for your baby, it's better for her baby, it's better for him, it's better for everybody, right?
Here's the pivotal moment in the case. Greg is explaining that the crib belonged to his family and that it's an heirloom. While the sentimental value is undeniable, Kelly argues that it was unfair for him to take it without permission. This is a classic case of a legal gray area. Who has ownership of the crib, and is the sentimental value enough to override the fact that Kelly had been living with it for years? Who do you think has more right to the crib? The father with his claim of family heirloom, or the mother who has had it in her home for years?
So when did you decide you were going to steal her bed without her consent?
Well, we didn't steal the bed. We knew we had a child come in, and Christopher
Yes,
was
I
3
understand.
years
See,
old.
you think I'm asking why did you want a bed? I can't imagine why you would want a baby bed. I am not asking that. That is the answer to that question. What I am asking, and I understand it's your baby bed, it's an heirloom, I get that. It's not that I don't understand that. It's that what I don't understand is the mentality of someone who goes into someone else's house where they haven't lived for 2 years and says, I think I'll take that piece of furniture without discussing it with her. That's what I am not understanding. So why, when she says, I want the baby bed, why do you not take that opportunity to talk to her and ask her? Because it doesn't have to happen today. Because guess what? I just noticed she's still pregnant. So the baby still doesn't need a crib. It didn't have to happen that minute. So why did you do it at that minute instead of having rapport and communication with her where you know, because that's supposedly you wanted them to meet because you want this blended family to work, and that's all very laudable. You just stink at going about it. Why would you not then call her and say, hey, listen, that's my baby bed. I would like to replace it with another baby bed. Will you please, you know, can I please have my baby bed? No. Okay, if I'll go to court and sue you for my baby bed, you know, whatever. But why would you not speak to her instead of just snatching it? I think you snatched it because you didn't want a problem. You wanted to take it and you just thought you'd claim it.
I kind of think that we're skipping the fact that I tried to ask her. Maybe I should have took it.
I don't understand when you tried. Are you going to say again that you called and there was no answer?
Twice. There was
I'm
no
going to
answer.
throw my gavel at you if you say that one more time. How about you not show that kind of disrespect to her in her house with your first son? Because that's what, you think this is about a baby bed?
Obviously not.
No.
Now let's talk about the race car bed. Greg claims it was a thoughtful replacement for their son, but Kelly quickly points out that it was unsafe, lacking the necessary safety rails. What makes this more complicated is that Kelly had to go out and buy a new crib for their son, further escalating the financial strain. Greg's claim that he was trying to do something nice for their son is quickly overshadowed by the safety concern and financial cost. What do you think? Was Greg's decision to replace the crib really in the best interest of the child? Or did it ultimately cause more harm than good?
It's not. It's not because she loves you and you're so, you know, magnetic. That's not it either. It's the fact that you know, you moved on, which is fine. She probably doesn't care about that. But she does care if you're moving on from her son. And you took her son's bed without even talking to her son's mother about it. That's what it's about.
Coming up,
What was your son's reaction to the race car bed?
He liked it. You
Yeah.
know, he's a toddler. He liked the bed. The problem was it didn't have rails, so it was very unsafe for him.
this is Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with a case of Kelly Mitchell, who brought her ex-boyfriend, Greg Thorne, to court for stealing their son's bed.
And now you want boundaries, right? Boundaries are a good thing. We want boundaries.
Yes.
Well, lace them down, woman.
Yes.
Don't leave him and her in your house while you go off because I can't take it.
Right.
No, that's your house.
You're right. Yes.
What are you doing? That
Yeah.
wouldn't have happened if you'd stayed there and said, yeah, stuff's in the garage. So then what ends up happening? Now the race car's there. Your son's 3. And what happens?
So when I came back from my sister's house, I went home. I was surprised by the race car. I called him. I asked him, you know, what happened? Why is there another bed here? What did you do? Did you take the other bed? He said
Well,
yes.
that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, he admitted it, that he took the other bed.
Can I see?
And
Do you have a
asked him.
picture of the bed that he took?
Yeah,
Let me see that.
yeah. I asked him.
And do you have a picture of the bed that he replaced it with?
Yes. Here it is, the race car bed. Thank you. And I just asked him to return it, you know, and he didn't. He refused. He didn't want to.
What was your son's reaction to the race car bed?
He liked it. You
Yeah.
know, he's a toddler. He liked the bed. The problem was it didn't have rails, so it was very unsafe for him. He would climb out of it. It wasn't.
I mean, it's very close to the ground. I mean, 3.
Yeah.
It's not like he's 1, he's 3. So what'd you do?
I called him. I asked him. He refused to bring it back, so I had to purchase another bed.
Okay. Do you have a picture of that other bed
Yes.
and a receipt?
Yes, I do. Here you go.
Coming up,
And I also didn't think that we would be here.
No, of course you didn't think you'd be here. If you thought you'd be here, you might have shown some manners and asked if you could take somebody's furniture out of their house, even if I believe, as you do, that you laid bigger claim to it. But it's not about that. Do you not understand?
this is Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with a case of Kelly Mitchell, who brought her ex-boyfriend, Greg Thorne, to court for stealing their son's bed.
He says it's his bed. It was his baby bed. It's passed down. Was it someone else's baby bed before you, or just it started with you?
Started with me.
Started with him. It's his baby bed, and that he has every right to take it. What's your response to that?
It was the principle for me to not discuss it with me, and I felt it was sentimental to my son as well as to myself, because, you know, that was his very first bed. And at the time, you know, we lived together, we were in a relationship, and to just spring it on me that you're taking it was, you know, a bit abruptive, and I ended up,
Let's assume for a moment that he had shown some decency and boundaries and said, hey, I'd like to take it, and then you had said no. And then he had gone to court, and I had to decide whose bed it was.
Yeah.
How's it looking right that moment? Then is it his bed? So is it any less his bed just because he had, you know, he went about this so poorly? This is at best a joint decision, and at worst not your decision to make at all.
And I also didn't think that we would be here.
No, of course you didn't think you'd be here. If you thought you'd be here, you might have shown some manners and asked if you could take somebody's furniture out of their house, even if I believe, as you do, that you laid bigger claim to it. I do believe that, but it's not about that. Do you not understand? This is the anatomy of a lawsuit. Okay? I'm watching how it happens. You've moved on. It doesn't mean she likes you. She just would like you not to move on from your son. And then all of a sudden, you do something without her consent because you want the really special baby first crib to go to new baby who's not even born yet. So there's no rush. So there's no reason for you to treat her like that and have such utter disregard for her as a mother. That's what this is about.
Judge Milian's verdict when Justice for the People returns. This is Justice for the People with Judge Milian.
Where is the race car bed that the kid loves?
It's still at the house.
What'd you do with it?
It's not his primary bed yet.
Here's what we're gonna do. I find that she has some property rights to the original bed because of the fact that it was in her house for 3 years. I find that you also, you didn't abandon your property rights to it because it's an heirloom in your family. If you had come in front of me the right way, I would be ruling in your favor. Because you essentially stole furniture without permission from someone's house that had been there for 3 years and put her in a position where she had to go out and expend money to buy a new crib, I'm gonna order you to pay half of that cost that she ended up having to bear. But I'm going to order him to pay $375.12 towards that new bed. Regarding the race car bed. Where does the boy sleep the most? There?
Yeah.
And how often does he sleep at all at your place?
Yeah, every weekend.
If you're already paying for a half of the new bed, you've already done your part. That race car bed belongs to him. It is your decision whether you want to leave it there because he's going to use it more there. Do what's right for your kid. You know what I'm saying? Verdict for the plaintiff, $375.12, and the race car goes to dad unless dad decides that he's going to go ahead and leave it there.
After hearing both sides, Judge Milian rules in favor of Kelly. Greg is ordered to pay $37,512 as covering half of the cost for the new crib that Kelly had to purchase. As for the race car, it's determined that it belongs to Greg unless he chooses to leave it with Kelly for the child. This case wasn't just about a bed. It highlighted issues of communication, respect for boundaries, and property rights. What do you think of the judge's ruling? Was it fair, or did the case miss some critical points? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.